What's up, guys? It's me, Icebreaker, or Mickey Icebreaker. I'm here with Lunar, and we're doing a story time. How we smoked paper, but this is our new nighttime podcast. So let's go on with the video. So this takes place around 2 years ago, mid 2018 or mid 2019. I was in 5th grade. He was in 6th grade.
Well, it was,
This is
yeah, I was in it was late 5th grade to early 6th grade.
yeah. So we were dumb kids.
Yeah.
So we grabbed paper. Well, I've been doing this for a while with this girl named Elizabeth. And me and Lunar.
Alright, real quick, her real name is not Elizabeth, so just saying.
Just saying. So, we just grabbed a lot of paper, like a big, like a money stack. You know how it's those big stacks of money? That's what it looked like. So we grabbed the barbecue lighter. But, like, me and her and doing it at the time also. So, it was really stupid. So we did this, like, every day right after school, but just, Lunar, you can go with this part.
Alright, so, yeah, oh crap. Like Icebreaker said, we, every day after school, we'd get off the bus and he would come straight over to my grandparents' house and we'd go down and
No, you went to my house. You came to my house.
I did? Oh, yeah. I went to his house and I was like, yo, you wanna come over? He's like, yeah. And so, what we would do is, we had like this sewer kind of place beside our like my grandparents' house. They lived on this hill, and at the bottom of the hill, kind of to like the right side if you're looking at their house from Icebreaker's house.
It was a little trailer. It was a little trailer.
Yeah. And so they had it was legit. It was just like a sewer.
But we grabbed
it would just dip down, the road just dipped down, and so we were like, oh dude, this will be a great idea to, put some paper down here and smoke it. So what I didn't know was one day my friend, if you watch my story times, you'll know there's a girl that I call Elizabeth. It's not her real name because of legal issues, but anyway, there's this girl that I called Elizabeth. And so, and her and Icebreaker at the time were smoking this paper, and I didn't know it. I was just like a good old kid, in 5th grade, and so
a good Christian kid.
And so, oh crap, this is really hard. But anyway.
Yeah, but
we yeah, they were doing this for a long time, and I didn't know.
Like a year.
Yeah. And so one day, Elizabeth comes over.
Me and Elizabeth were like dating at the time, so.
Yeah. And so Elizabeth comes over one day to my grandparents' house when me and Icebreaker just.
She legit had a big bottle of perfume to try to make it smell better.
Yeah. And so she comes over and I think she said, do you want to smoke? And I'm pretty sure Icebreaker was like, yeah, let's do it. And
but listen. Remember that one time where I grabbed that stick and we put that perfume on it and we just lit it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. And I had a paper in my hand at that time also.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Icebreaker said, yeah. And I remember Elizabeth asked me, she was like, alright, Lunar, do you want to do this, And I was like, you know what?
Like,
I'm bored,
no.
So let's do it.
No, you said no till I peer pressured you.
Yeah. I was like, nah, I'm really good. And Icebreaker was like,
come on.
Are you sure? Come on. Yeah. And so it gets to the point where I'm like, alright, you know what? I've got nothing better to do. Why not? And so we all go down. Or no. Sorry, she had a backpack on, I'm pretty sure. And she reaches into her backpack, and I think she's gonna pull out some cigarettes. She brought a blanket,
but this wasn't the time we went down to that little area. We had a little pillow, a little mattress, and a little trailer but she had a blanket so the smoke wouldn't go out. But that was dumb also, because when we took off the blanket, all the smoke went.
So, hold on. So, yeah. I was expecting her to get out, like, some cigarettes or something. Or, like, some weed.
She pulled out this big construction paper and this college notebook paper.
Yep. And I was like, what's that for? And she was like, it's what we're smoking. I was like, what? She's like,
But
yeah.
she had she pulled some leaves out her bag also, so.
Yeah. And so.
That was kind of strange.
Yeah. So basically, what we did is she was like, this is what we're smoking. I was like, really? Like paper? And she's like, yeah. I was like, alright, you know what? This is dumb, but sure, I'll do it. And so, we get, like, my grandparents had this little trailer, which was our, like, hideout.
Hangout.
And, hangout and
clubhouse. We called it the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah. And so, we were just chilling there. And we get the paper out, and she's like, do you have a lighter? I forgot mine at home. And I'm like, bet, I'll go get one. And so the only one my grandparents had was like this.
There was these
grill
two blue and red lighters.
Yep. And they were like barbecue, like kind of how you'd light a grill with. And
but at first you said, no, I'm not getting lung cancer.
And so basically, we get that and we light up, and she had a freaking blanket.
Big bottle of perfume. Also.
Yeah. Okay. So she had a perfume bottle and a big blanket in her bag as well.
Ready to play with the big kids?
And so
Don't embarrass me.
I did not know this, and she gets the blanket out and she puts it over the roof of our little trailer, our like clubhouse.
But dude, we grabbed some leaves.
Yeah.
And we made like a campfire.
And so crap.
And by the way, kids, don't do this ever.
Yeah, this is
ever,
retarded.
Ever.
Especially for how young we were. Like,
and how young I was.
Yeah, he was like 4th grade, 3rd grade.
5th grade, 4th grade.
5th grade. And so, back onto the story. You know, we're just like, we're chilling.
And I'm a still good Christian kid.
She puts the perfume so that it smells like, not like smoke.
That didn't work at all.
Yeah, it really didn't. It just made it smell worse. And we had the blanket over top. And
But the blanket caught on fire. Also,
yeah,
you don't probably remember this.
We had to take it off and freaking like hit it on the ground.
No, I had to jump on top of it, and I have burns still on me. And I'm not lying. If I had a face cam, I would have showed you.
Oh crap. But yeah, we just came to this clubhouse every day and did this. And yeah.
Till the point where I acted like I got high.
Yeah. You really
and then I got slapped the next day.
You really can't get high off of this, but
well, it is made from trees, so it's technically a plant.
Me and Elizabeth, and I don't know if Icebreaker was with us this day, but there were some leaves behind my grandparents' house. Like, they had all these plants, they just never weed eated or like mowed their grass very much, and so we just ripped off some leaves and put them in there, and it was actually better.
Yeah, I was there, by the way. Yep.
But it was so dumb. And so eventually, here comes the fateful day.
I made the biggest paper roll.
Bro, he did. It was huge.
Dude, like, I couldn't even breathe out of it. Because I had so much leaves in it.
But eventually, the day comes where we get caught. And this actually happened because
by
we
my
were being
dad.
recorded. Yeah, so...
No, I was.
Basically, what was happening was... I have a classmate that goes to my school. And so, okay, so... right next to my grandparents, there's another kid that goes to my school. And I don't say that I was friends with her. Because I'm
Let's
really
call
not.
her and him. Let's call both of them Jessica and Chris.
Alright, so Jessica was really annoying. Like, she was a
She
tattletale,
hated
bro.
me. She
She was
hated
such a
us.
snitch.
She hated.
And so one day,
But
apparently she gets it from her dad.
Chris
though.
was the OG. Chris was the OG.
Who are you talking about? Her dad?
No, her brother.
Oh, Chris was the OG though.
Yeah.
I think he was
Even though he tried to
gored.
choke me out.
That's for another story. But yeah, we were legit like just chilling, and we do this every day. And so one day comes,
And
when
I
we're being-
decided to walk home with one in my hand, still
Yeah,
using it,
we were
and then
walking.
put it out in their yard.
Hold on. So basically, what I remember was we were down in like the sewer. We weren't in the clubhouse anymore because we figured, hey, we can keep the stuff in the sewer without getting caught, because my grandparents won't know that it's actually us, because anybody can go down there and put that stuff down there, and you know, we just can't get caught easier because it's not near my grandparents' house.
Yeah,
So
it was.
this particular, well, it was, but it wasn't as close as the clubhouse. And so basically, this day Elizabeth wasn't there. Okay, it was just me and Icebreaker, and so we're walking home with these things in our hands. I think we.
Well, I was.
Yeah, we both had one, but we were legit like, I cannot tell you how many we did that day, because like, oh man,
I was hurting.
We did so many, and it was so dumb. But yeah, we were walking home.
But
and I
that day we
guess-
had Axe body spray.
Yeah. And so we walking home, and of course, you know that her dad sees us
The
walking.
big snitch. The big snitch.
Yep.
6'9".
Yep, the big rat. Freaking, her dad finds us doing this, and it's kind of our fault too for doing like just walking around with one. And so freaking Icebreaker does not care and just throws it out, like puts it out and throws it in their yard. And yeah, I think he then proceeded to steal their mail, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I think he stole their mail. Yes, you did. I could swear to God that you did. But
Oh
anyway,
yeah, I did.
we got caught, and eventually the snitch dad freaking told Icebreaker's dad, and yeah, he confronted us about it. And one day Icebreaker wasn't home. I think he was going somewhere with his mom or something, and his dad texted me. Actually, no, I'm sorry, there's a lot I missed out on. So one day I was riding home on the bus, and this was like super early 6th grade, so I really was trying not to get in trouble. Like, in the beginning days of the school year, I try not to get in trouble, and then like later on, I just let it go. But freaking, it was the first couple weeks, and I remember getting that text from Icebreaker's dad,
Icebreaker.
and it said, I think it said something like, or no, sorry, Icebreaker texted
I texted
me.
you first.
Yeah. And he said, hey, my dad found out. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I genuinely didn't know. And he was like, he found out that we were smoking. I was like, what? How? And he told me about the 6'9" dad and how he snitched on us. And I was like, bro, that sucks. And then his dad started texting me and trying to call me. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, I can't call right now. I'm on the bus, but I will when I get at my grandparents' house. Because I wasn't really scared to like talk. It was just like I was legit on the bus, and I didn't feel like getting a write-up for calling on the bus, because that is a rule. And I really didn't want to get a write-up or lose my phone, because yeah, I would have probably gotten my phone taken up. But anyway, that's besides the point. So he's trying to call me, and he eventually gets he eventually is like, okay, well, call me when you get to your grandparents' house. And I'm like, alright, bet. And so we get to my grandparents' house. I get off the bus, and at this point, I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude, like, why is this happening to me?
You're pooping your balls out.
I'm like, why is this happening to me right now? And so
Why
I
this
get over,
day?
I get over, and I'm like, alright, well, I guess I better call him. And I call him, and he doesn't pick up, and I'm like, bruh, that's weird. And so one day, Icebreaker wasn't home, and his dad texted me. He was like, yo, are you ready to talk about what happened? I was like, sure. And so he comes over to my grandparents' house.
Chill.
Yeah, his dad is really nice. I like his dad, but anyway, we were just talking. He's like, alright, you know, like, I get the fact that you're in middle school now, and just that you're trying to fit in and stuff like that. And he was like, but you can't be doing that. And he's like, I don't really want you to get hurt, because you could seriously get hurt by that. I was like, yeah, I get
my
that.
dad did that stuff at the time.
And he was like, well, I'm not gonna tell your grandparents or your parents, because, you know, we've resolved it here.
I ain't no snitch.
But I don't know if Icebreaker will be able to talk to you for a little bit. I was like, alright, that's understandable, thank you. He's like, alright, have a good day.
That's when the depression happened.
And then freaking, like, not maybe,
like, God, 4 years later.
I thought I was out of the clear when he said, I'm not gonna tell your parents, but my mom found out anyway.
Cause you was being suspicious.
Yeah, I think she like was suspicious of me anyway, because every time I'd get there were countless times, like she asked me one time what me and Icebreaker were doing, and I was like, oh, we were drawing. Or she was like, why is there so much paper back there? I was like, oh, we were drawing. And she's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. And then there were just a bunch of other instances. And so she eventually caught on. And yeah, I got grounded for about 1.5 years. And then after that, I got my Nintendo Switch. And then, yeah, that's where my life became a little bit
I hit you up.
Yeah, he hit me up about
4 months later.
It was a little bit.
It was
yeah.
last year. It was last year.
And he hit me up, and then we stopped talking for a little bit, and then I hit him up, and then that's where we're at now. It was probably the dumbest story I've ever told.
But the funniest one also.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story: don't do none of the stuff that we do. There's a crap ton of morals of the story that we have to tell now. YouTube, do not copy strike this thing, please.
Yeah, don't take this down. Because I work hard on
we're
my
just pretty tiny kids. Don't get it down. Pretty please. I'm really shy now. What the fuck was that? Alright, YouTube, just don't take this down. Don't give him a copyright strike.
Alright, guys.
I already have 3, so don't come at me.
Alright,
you can go to cucumber.
But this has been wait, what should we do for our outro?
This was Luna and Icebreaker. Peace out.
And we'll see you in the next night podcast. See ya.
That'll be tomorrow. Pew, 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 pew. Peace. My YouTube channel is Minty Icebreaker. Go check me out.
Link is in the description. See ya.
See ya.